All right, so before we begin with our new skill, let's review what we've already done. So yesterday we did changing base to binary numbers to base 10. So our ones and zeros we changed to our actual number. So, all right, I'm gonna kind of break it up now and do it a little bit faster, that's all. So I got 1 times 2 to the 0 we always start at. I got 1 times 2 to the first. We got 1 times 2 to the second. That's a 2. So 1 times 2 to the second, well, 2 to the second's 4. Plus 2 to the first, 2. 2 to 0 is 1. So this is 7. Okay. You're going to go ahead, do the next one. So tell me what is 1, 1, 1, 0. Now, you're doing the last one. Tell me what is 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So that was a little review. Yesterday, a little practice for you. And now we're going to learn something new. We're going to go the other way. So now let's see how to convert base 10 to binary. So base 10 means we start at a number like this, 18. So first step you can see, it did 18 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is a 9. Notice over here there's now a 0. Interesting. So then I do 9 divided by 2. And that's 4.5. Now there's a 1. Now there's a 4 here. Interesting. So let's go over kind of what's happened so far with these steps down here, because it's a pattern. So divide the number you start with by 2. So first step I did 18 divided by 2, and I got 9. If you get a number that has no decimal, that's what we did. Put a 0. So this 0 over here, that we have this line going down, is because there's no decimal. If you get a number that has a 0.5 at the end, we're going to put a 1. So now you see how I got a 4.5? There's really a 1. But where'd this 9 come from? So bring the number you got before the decimal point to the next problem and divide by 2. So, see how I got 9? I'm taking the 9 now, bringing it down before the decimal, because really this number can also be 9.0. It's fine, same thing. So, the rule is bring the number before the decimal place down. So 4.5, I bring the 4 down. And I'm going to repeat this process. So I get 4 divided by 2. That is 2. I bring the 2 down. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Bring the 1 down. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Continue the process until... Sorry, something just moved out of the ordinary. Let me fix that for you guys. So this is 2, and that was 0.5. So we're going to continue this process until you reach 0.5. So you see I did this until I got 1 divided by 2, 0.5, so I stop. Now on the side here, notice how we have 1s and 0s. To get the number base 2, start at the bottom of your 1s and 0s. So back to the problem, bottom up. So I read my number as 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. There it is. So 18 in base 2 is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. These rules stay the same as we go along. So we're going to do some practice problems. Change the following numbers to base 2. All right, so first thing I kind of do with this is I draw a line down. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 2. That is 6. All right, so I got a 6, no decimal spot, so I place a 0. I bring the 6 down. You can make the arrow if you want to. Divide that by 2. I get 3. Decimal spot, nope, so I get 0. 3 divided by 2. It's going to give me 1.5, so first decimal, put a 1. Now, with that decimal, I only bring the 1 down, so I'm doing 1 divided by 2. And I get 0.5 So I place a 1. I am done. I read bottom up. So my number is 1100. So a couple things with this. There's two things I got to tell you. Every time you do this division, you're either going to get no decimal or 0.5. If you get something other than that, it means you made a mistake. The next thing is when you're done with the problem, make sure you actually write the number out. Don't leave it over here on the side. Write it out underneath. All right, next one. 10 divided by 2. That's 5. So what am I putting here? A 1 or a 0? Should have told me a 0 because there's no decimal. I bring the 5 down, divide that by 2. 2.5. What am I putting here now? 1 or a 0? Should have told me a 1 because there is that decimal spot. Now I bring down whatever in front, so I'm going to bring down a 2. 2 divided by 2. 1. So this is 0. Bring that down. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So that's a 1. So 10. Bottom up. 1, 0, 1, 0. All right, 14. Divide that by 2. Get 7. I write a 0. Why did I write a 0? And bring the 7 down. Divide that by 2. We get 3.5. Why did I write a 1 next to that? Bring the 3 down. Divide that by 2. 0.5. Got another 1 because there's a decimal. Bring 1 down. Divide that by 2. That equals 0.5. So this is 1. Now type in, what's the answer to this? So you should have told me 1, 1, 1, 0. Now remember, to recap, see that 7? I wrote a 0 here because there's no decimal. See all these 0.5s? There's a 1 next to them because there is decimal. All right, I want you to do 34. So tell me that answer in ones and zeros. 39. Tell me what that answer is. Now do 100 to finish. All right. So we'll do those 3. So you already did the other 2. Now what's the answer to this last one? These other 3, you can do them for extra practice if you like. When we get back on our Google Meet, we will go over, well, you'll see if you got these right or wrong. If there's some errors, we'll talk about them. And then we'll do some practice problems before